Hey everybody. Okay, so before I get into what I really want to talk about today, I just need to say something that I think is important. First of all, my thoughts and prayers go out to every single person that was victimized in the New York situation, the New York terrorist attack. And I just want to remind everybody, you have the right to walk down the sidewalk. You have the right to ride your bike down the sidewalk. Do not let these deranged maniac mass murderers change our way of life. And let's just keep on praying and hoping that we get justice. But thoughts and prayers to every single person, the family, the friends. It's just a terrible situation. I live so close to there. It just makes me sad that ever even happened. But I don't want us to change who we are because someone else is trying to change us. Okay, but anyway, the reason why I'm doing a show today is because I just had to talk about something that's going on. There's so many things that have been going on. I'm going to talk about those in my Saturday show, but today I felt like I had to talk about this. An explosive article came out today in Vanity Fair by Gabriel Sherman, and it's basically talking about the Trump campaign and impeachment and Jared Kushner. But let me read you the title of the article. This is the title. You can't go any lower. Inside the West Wing, Trump is apoplectic as allies fear impeachment. Did you hear that last part? Allies fear impeachment. I have been saying consistently that he's either going to be impeached, they're going to revoke the 25th Amendment, or he's going to resign. Now, I'm not the only one saying it. Even his own allies are saying that he's going to be impeached. But the thing that was absolutely so astonishing and mind-blowing was the fact that Donald Trump is turning on his own son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Donald Trump is legitimately turning on Jared Kushner. Let me read to you part of this article. Okay, so I'm just going to read excerpts from the article because it's just fascinating. Okay, I don't know if you guys know who Sam Nunberg is, but he was actually a campaign aide, one of Trump's campaign aides during the 2016 campaign. But he's no longer affiliated with Trump in that capacity, but they're still close. But this is what he said in the article. Here's what Manafort's indictment tells me. Mueller is going to go over every financial dealing of Jared Kushner and the Trump organization. Trump is at 33% in Gallup. You can't go any lower. He's fucked. Now that's Sam Nunberg saying that. That's somebody affiliated with Donald Trump who's saying that Donald Trump is fucked. That's not me saying that, even though I've said that for so long. But that's somebody affiliated with Donald Trump. But here are the parts about Jared Kushner that I just thought were just shocking. Okay, so this is what it says. Speaking to Steve Bannon on Tuesday, Trump blamed Jared Kushner for his role in decisions, specifically the firing of Mike Flynn and James Comey, that led to Mueller's appointment, according to a source briefed on the call. When Roger Stone recently told Trump that Kushner was giving him bad political advice, Trump agreed, according to someone familiar with the conversation. Okay, if you know who Roger Stone is, he's just basically this deranged, unhinged, erratic, unbalanced maniac that appears on InfoWars' deranged, unhinged, unbalanced maniac show with Alex Jones. Okay, but he's really, really close with Donald Trump. They're very, very close, and he was actually advising Donald Trump at one point. So basically, that was what he was saying, too, that Jared Kushner was giving Donald Trump bad advice. But then, Nunberg, who I quoted earlier, goes on and says, Jared is the worst political advisor in the White House in modern history. I'm only saying publicly what everyone says behind the scenes at Fox News and conservative media and the Senate and Congress. Okay, that's Sam Nunberg, someone close to Donald Trump. But the thing that is so absolutely crazy to me right now is Donald Trump is going after Jared Kushner, his own son-in-law, the one person, maybe besides Don Jr. and maybe Ivanka, that has the capacity to literally destroy Donald Trump and finish him for good. Everybody knows that Jared Kushner was completely affiliated with the Trump-Russia collusion story. He was literally one of the facilitators of everything that was transpiring. He actually met with a Russian operative, a foreign adversary, to get information that was legitimately stolen, which is a crime. Okay, so Jared Kushner is somebody who has so much information and can legitimately bury Donald Trump. Jared Kushner is also somebody who comes from a background where his father has gone to prison for being a scandalous bastard. You think Jared Kushner is going to go to prison too with small children? No, he's not going to. So you cannot now go after Jared Kushner. Another thing too that just blows my mind is Donald Trump let an basically unqualified, unfit son-in-law based on nepotism basically into the White House as an advisor to the White House and as the president's advisor, and is mad at him now because he's acting unqualified exactly how he should act because he never should have been in that position in the first place. But this is the thing I can't understand about anybody that's still working in the White House. What the fuck are you doing? Quit! This guy has proven to you if he's going to go after his own son-in-law that he will go after every single solitary person. He will throw you all to the wolves. He doesn't give a damn about any of you. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He didn't even care about his own son-in-law. He didn't even care enough to protect his information from going public, knowing that that this information would get to his son-in-law. He didn't even care about that. Because honestly, he wants Jared Kushner to go away because somebody always has to be to blame instead of Donald Trump, the imposter. He's never to blame for the things that he does. No, the decisions he made, the one decision that he made has now had catastrophic consequences, literally collateral damage to almost everybody affiliated with him, and that decision was to run for president. Look at everybody that's going down in burning flames. We'll start off with George P. George P. is 29 years old, no prior history of any trouble, legitimately probably would have never been in any trouble his entire life until he met Donald Trump. Now he had to plead guilty to a crime for a federal crime. He's been indicted, and he now has to be a cooperating witness. This is something he probably never imagined he'd get involved in, only because he was affiliated with the imposter in the White House. Then you go to Michael Flynn. Michael Flynn most likely would have never been in any trouble. This guy was a reputable, military man. He had a great reputation. He had integrity, at least that's what people thought about him. And then all of a sudden, all of that is ruined because he decided to be affiliated with the imposter in the White House. Now, he's also going to go down in burning flames. He's most likely going to be indicted. Look at Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner was a New York scam artist who would have gotten away with that forever because it's New York. Nobody gives a damn in New York, as he would have gotten away with all the fraud and scams he was doing the same way Donald Trump has done it for 70 years. He probably would have never been in trouble. But Jared Kushner is most likely going to get indicted too because he has so many issues, as well as not disclosing foreign money. And then he goes to Saudi Arabia on a secret mission just recently after this guy is under all the scrutiny. These people are so completely ridiculously stupid. But anyway, Jared Kushner is probably going to go down in burning flames. Jeff Sessions, the Keebler elf. The Keebler elf that you decided to make the Attorney General. He is now probably in trouble for perjury because he's been caught lying when he was under oath in front of the Senate committee because he said that he didn't know of any Russian connection or anyone talking to Russians during the campaign. But that's not what George P. has said. And George P. has receipts. So Jeff Sessions is probably going to go down. He would have gone on his whole life, just a Keebler elf, under the radar, probably not gotten too much controversy. But look at him now. He's going to go down in burning flames. Don Jr., your own son, his own son is probably going to go down in burning flames because he was also at that meeting and encouraging the meeting where someone from a foreign government, was basically an adversarial foreign government, not to say, was offering you criminal evidence from an opponent in a campaign in the United States of America. So you were probably going down in burning flames, not to mention all the lies you guys have been telling and getting caught all the time. So not to mention Ivanka's probably in trouble too, because their finances are now before Robert Mueller. And if they're going after Jared Kushner, there's so many things that the two of them probably have that are intertwined. They're probably going to go after Ivanka too. Not to mention John Kelly, who's now a disgraced human being. Everybody around this man goes down in burning flames. So why would anybody continue to work with him? I don't understand that. It's illogical for people to continue to think that working with this man makes sense. This guy is an imposter. He's a fraud. He has no loyalty. He's the most disloyal person you will ever meet in your entire life. But the part that is actually just hilarious to me is the fact that he thinks that he can go after Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner is the one person that can sink him, legitimately sink him, besides maybe Ivanka and Don Jr. But maybe Vladimir Putin. But besides that, this is the one person you don't go after. Because you're sending a message to every single other person, the people who have information, who've been trying to protect you for a while, who are going to start to look at it and say, why the fuck am I protecting this guy? He would let me burn if he had the chance. So no, eventually you're giving Mueller more people who are going to flip on you. So congratulations. Honestly, I don't care. I don't feel sorry for any of these people that are affiliated with Donald Trump. I don't care about Jared Kushner. His problems are his own problems. But I just can't believe Donald Trump is stupid enough to do this. This is atrocious. This is one of the worst things he's done, one of the worst decisions he's made. And now that decision, this singular decision right here, to go after the one person who can bury you and who do not believe, he's a New Yorker, don't think he will not turn on your ass. Okay, especially knowing he knows you can turn on him. Why would you do it? So going after Jared Kushner, this isn't going to end well. What's going to show? More fire, more light, more.